awesome space. Did you guys hear that echo? I should be carrying that with me in a bottle. Thank you all so much for joining us, and welcome to Brewmented of Longmont. I'd like to introduce Bill Campbell, one of the owners of Brewmented, to welcome you all and say a few words. Bill.
Thank you for all showing up. I'm honored that all of you took some time out and come on over here for an hour or so and just help us celebrate the opening. I want to start by giving a couple of introductions first. My name is Vlad Alexiev. He's my partner in crime in this endeavor. We've been talking about doing this for the last couple of years, and we're really excited to finally see it come to fruition. So thank you very much for everybody to come on down here and help us celebrate this. A couple of quick notes. We've got some food back in the bar area. At the end of it, I'm not sure we got enough food, considering how many people came here, so apologize if we run out, or you can share donuts if you like. But I really just wanted to thank everybody. Introduce Vlad. I also wanted to introduce and get her, Kitty Van is our general manager. She's also part of our team. And I'd like all the Brewmented folks to go ahead and raise your hands. They've all got Brewmented shirts on there, so at the end of this, if you want a quick tour, it's going to be really hard to do a tour as the entire group. So please find somebody with a Brewmented shirt and have them walk you around. Nice. We'll talk to you a little bit about brewing beer and making wine and that type of stuff. Okay? So a little bit, if you haven't been associated with this industry or don't know much about it, basically we have all the ingredients and supplies and all that type of stuff, a large selection. We make beer, we make wine, we make mead and cider. We'll have kombucha shortly. So all those types of things that are kind of fermentable, the exciting type of stuff. It's really neat to be able to get that type of equipment. We have a large amount of equipment, large amount of supplies. You can basically make anything. Now, what makes us a little bit different, I think, than a lot of the other homebrew stores in the industry is that we really want to become a destination store. And what do I mean by that? I mean, I want somebody where you can come in here and celebrate beer making, celebrate wine making. You know, we're going to have a lot of ingredients, a lot of supplies that I mentioned, but we also are going to have classes in the back there. So regularly scheduled classes, how to make beer, how to make wine, how to make mead, the whole bit. Okay, so we're going to have a lot of classes. We're also going to have room for events, and we're going to try to be very active in the local community, having events for nonprofits and a bunch of things like that, but also things like food and beer pairings classes, other ones where we bring local brewers in from the local area to talk about how they make beer and how to talk to the folks at Wibby today about coming in here and do a logging room class. Some things like that to just kind of reach out and get other folks in the community back in here. One thing that I think that we're doing is kind of unique is if you've been in any homebrew stores before in the past, you tend to see that they're not as inviting as they should be, and we want to make the store very inviting. We want to make sure that it's inviting for beginners and for folks like women. There are only 10% of homebrewers are women. We want to change that. Kenny's one of that 10%.
Kenny, help us.
But there's absolutely no reason women ought to be in here having fun, brewing beer, making wine, all that type of stuff. The other thing that's intimidating somewhat for somebody who's just beginning is our beginner brewers. It is really intimidating, and I can speak from this from the past. Vlad can speak to this, and it was first starting. We all have seen that. You walk in the stores, and you kind of go, oh. We don't want to make it like that. We want to make it enjoyable. We want to be able to have people who can talk to beginner brewers, have the display set up so you walk in there and try to learn something about this industry. Keep in mind, beer ought to be fun to make. It ought to be simple to make. Wine ought to be easy to make. It ought to be simple to make. Keep those things in mind because you get some folks who will talk about the complexity of it. It's easy. You can come in here and make beer and you can produce your first beer really easy, and you can produce something that's as good as anything else around. So keep that in mind. Let's see. So again, at the end of this, I'll let you grab individual folks. I'd also just give a quick shout out. I'd like to introduce Campbell over here. Raise your hand. These are her neighbors, 2 doors down. We've been open along with them for a while, and she brought some coupons here, so grab them all. As you have a chance, make sure that none are left. And I'd like to thank you again very much for attending. I really appreciate you taking your time. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
And now I'd like to introduce Chris McElvery with the Longmont Chamber Board of Directors to present a plaque to commemorate the day
Right. What an awesome.
Let's get the other Brewmented folks up here too. Come on up.
Bill. Brewmented team. On behalf of the Longmont Chamber of Commerce staff, all of the ambassadors, board of directors, over 700